Welcome, Cancer, to your in-depth weekly astrology overview and zodiac forecast for week commencing the 16th of March for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. I'm going to share with you, first of all, the big themes of the week, then on screen, your adventure on Monday, always influential as a backdrop. I'll then go through those influences frame by frame to give you a clear picture of what you can expect in terms of relationships, finance, energy, and work. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now. It's a time of the year, Cancer, of completion and renewal. But for you, at the very start of this week, there may be a very restless energy, perhaps even a rebellious one. But by the heart of the week, you may find yourself having to make a big decision, but particularly around a professional matter. If you are feeling a bit penned in, that could show up. But if you are wanting to set some new targets, that also can come to the fore. Also on Thursday, Mercury, the planet of communication, does end a retrograde, which is really exciting. But we also have a square in the latter part of this week between the lovely Jupiter in your zodiac sign and the gorgeous Venus in Aries. What's that about? Can it be lucky for you? So on the screen, Cancer, is your adventure on Monday. First of all, we need to be conscious of your ruler, the moon. So it's in the detached sign of Aquarius, but for you, it's in the 8th house. And that, of course, is where Pluto continues to stir up things. So there is a kind of psychological dimension to that energy at the start of this week, which could inform that restlessness that I spoke of. And that's because of Mars in the sign of Pisces, but in the 9th house, can really give you a taste of perhaps faraway places, perhaps even exotic places. But Mercury, very close to Mars, could see you just feeling a bit on edge, and especially if you feel rather penned in by responsibilities. But do be open-minded in the first half of this week, Cancer. The sun's going to move forwards in Pisces and come into an exact sextile to Uranus. If you are collaborating or even thinking about going away with a group of friends, it can create a tremendous amount of excitement. But equally, if you're feeling very limited or hemmed in a more conventional work situation, I think the new moon on Wednesday is going to bring that sharply into focus. You could at first feel a bit confused about what to do. The more idealistic side of your nature could be showing up. But then on Thursday, as the sun moves into Aries, we have the start of the astrological year with the vernal equinox. But for the first time in 150 years, the sun is meeting Neptune in that very prominent 10th house. And the 10th house for you is about your connection to the wider world. Now, last year, both Neptune and Saturn tested you, and it wasn't easy at times, maybe confusion or a lot of extra responsibility. Now, you had that practice run, but this time the sun is applying to them. And I think it's really going to ask you to get clear about, are you satisfied with what you've been doing? And is it giving you a sense of feeling interested and passionate? Because soul energy is so important to your sign. By the end of the week, the sun is going to be moving towards Saturn. If you're not enjoying a current job, that really is going to become much more obvious to you. However, Jupiter in your sign, now traveling forwards, giving you permission to be much more self-creative, is in a fantastic link with Venus. If you do chat to someone towards the end of this week about a professional situation, you may surprise yourself by how much enthusiasm you can show in order to pitch what you've got to offer. One of the key things here, though, I think it's important not to promise more than you can realistically deliver. Now, as far as those relationships are concerned, Cancer, at the very start of the week, the part of fortune is in your opposite sign, and that can be very beneficial. But the moon in the 8th house, along with Pluto, is perhaps asking you to have a deep connection. And if you're not feeling a deep connection, there may be part of you of all this Pisces energy that's in the mood for some kind of change, even escapism. As far as your professional situation is concerned, you definitely need to be doing something that helps you to feel enthusiastic. And if you're not doing that at the moment, by the end of the week, a rethink may be necessary. As far as finances are concerned, well, that square between Jupiter and Venus can actually be very positive. And if you do have that meeting, even if you fake it to make it, the way you come across can be very impressive. And that could be just what you need to seal the deal. It's been a pleasure being with you, Cancer. If you've yet to watch your mid-month deep dive video forecast, please see that on the screen. If you've yet to watch your Mars in Pisces deep dive video, please click on that. You can sign up for your free daily horoscope to be delivered each day to your device. I've been writing these for years. It gives you a chance to have that early day celestial pit stop. And also, if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonials below. You can order your personal horoscopes, great value for your life roadmap and forecast, Syrian insights, totally unique to each person, and very accurate and really something that can give you a lot of extra understanding. And you can get 50% off. Please apply Astro 26 at the checkout for Natal, or Draco 26 at the checkout for the Karmic Soul Draconic option. Have a great week, Cancer. All the best and goodbye.